Perfect. Right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Tradition. Before I start, as I start, I say, welcome to another episode of Whispers and Growls, right? I growl the growl bit. Now, you can whisper with me, or you can growl with me, or better yet, you can do both. What would it be?
Who knows?
Okay. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Whispers and Growls. Do the growl for me one time.
Growls.
No. So you were not growling, but you were whispering a growl. That doesn't count. Do it one more time.
Growls.
No, I think we need to practice your growls, my guy. Chest out, sit properly. Now clear your throat, but focus more on your throat. Feeling something back in your throat. Come on, what was that? Okay, there's something there. There's a rumble there. Growls.
Was it me or was you?
I was growling. You haven't proved to me that you can growl yet. That was it. That was good. Right, one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Whispers and Growls. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. With me, I have BeYunnus.
Yeah.
He attended once upon a time a show I put on while I was here in Ghana, and he was one of the voice actors / poets who came on stage and read some stuff. And at the end of the show, I was like, okay, guys, if you want to come back to my studio, my little setup, and record anything, you can come. And he was one of the people who said yes. And so he's here. We're going to try voice acting today. I also gave him a little homework. I say homework, but not really. I gave him an exercise before we started to do. And I want to see if you guys can also try it before we carry on. I gave him a prompt. I know some of you guys like filling some prompts out for me. So I gave him a prompt and told him to write something with a span of, I think, 15, 20 minutes. And so he's written something that we're going to go through later. The prompt is saltwater wells in my eyes. I want to see if you guys can also write something. If you do, email it to me. Right. BeYunnus, let's get to it. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Sometimes I barely have no idea about what to say, whether I'm a spoken word artist or a photographer, but I do both. So I do poetry, spoken word in my free time because I have the camera, attend events as possible as I can, and take pictures part-time, working as a freelance journalist and also a customer service advisor. Yeah.
You were obviously at the workshop because you're either interested in poetry, voice acting, spoken word, and you came, you attended, but you're also here now to try this medium, to try and do some voice acting. What's got you interested in this field?
Prior to attending Once Upon a Time, I knew it was an event specifically for poetry and a bit of a space for creatives. Voice acting was, how do I put it, a surprise. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, so the whole thing about me interested in voice acting is basically when I speak with people on phone, they say I have a baritone voice, which obviously I can notice it now. When I say now, not like today, but performing on stage, getting a video or a record of it, I tend to see what they refer to. Because when I was younger, I had a feminine voice where I could talk with a feminine voice. Then I don't know what changed. I think that was in SHS high school when I completed high school. The maturity started, and I wasn't expecting it to be like this because I think I had an elder brother, distant brother, who had this sort of voice, and I had always mimicked him. He was in the choir, and I was, hey, my name is Mubarak. So that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that to come my way, but it's a blessing. It's more of like Jim Reeves.
Oh, you know Jim Reeves?
Yeah.
My father loved Jim Reeves. That's so interesting to hear his name again.
I'm a country music fan, I would say. So
I see.
He has the baritone voice with, who as well, I think. For now, I would go with Jim Reeves, maybe George Jones. Yeah.
I see. We had yesterday or the day before. Yesterday, today's Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yesterday we had Andrew Tandor Adote. You know him?
Yeah.
Oh, his voice is marvelous. He was here. Oh, he was doing, you guys, the episode, you guys would have seen the episode by now, but you haven't seen it yet. You haven't heard it yet.
Not at all.
Spectacular. But we did have a conversation about, he has that deep voice. And naturally now he kind of just has it as he talks. But he made an interesting note to say, like, just because you have a deep voice, you have that low voice, it doesn't necessarily mean like, you can still spice it up, be musical with your words, knowing how to stretch and play with the different textures, being smooth, being gravelly, will make it so much more interesting, see? So you have that raw, untapped power, and people probably already do love your voice, but you need some more polishing, some more uplifting, some more proper posture. And it changes, like, I have bad posture too, but it changes the way I sound when I sit properly and I speak properly too. So I'm definitely curious to see how you develop and become more. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how you settle into this craft a bit more. It'd definitely be cool to see what you do when I come back next year in Ghana, God willing.
God willing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very appreciative of the fact that I'm training my voice this way. It's not that easy.
With your voice, have you discovered anything you can do differently so far? Is it like before your voice dropped, you had that feminine voice? Do you have any things you think you can do that's like especially weird with your voice? For example, I can just go into that growl, right? And some people can like do like a natural local fry.
Like you said, it's untapped raw voice. Played with it, not at all. Yeah, I probably could mimic what you just did. Like go back to something like this, and who knows? Yeah.
That's quite smooth.
Yeah.
That's smooth. Right. Okay, we're going to get into a few of the reading stuff and writing stuff, right? So I want to ask, first of all, do you have any kind of pieces of text or prose that have fascinated you? For example, online, a lot of people ask me to do the Madara speech from Naruto. Do you watch anime?
No.
Okay, it's a speech that goes like, wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. They like me saying that for some reason. Even though I've already recorded, they can go and play it again, but every time they see me, it's like, can you do it? Can you do it? Or some people like Transformers. They say, can you do the Transformers speech?
Okay.
Right? Who else is good?
Merlin. I think Merlin.
Yes, in the Land of Myth. And I found that people here on this side, on this continent, like that a lot. And I was like, how do you all know about Merlin, first of all? It's like, because it's a BBC show, right, which is like on the main channels in the UK. It's not like a TV show that's on Netflix or that. Well, I mean, when I was growing up, that everyone could just have access to. It was like you could only watch it on BBC iPlayer. You could only watch it from the BBC website. So I'm like, yeah, you guys all know about Merlin. That's so cool. So coming back here, well, and seeing that people really like Merlin, I'm like, that's so interesting. So yeah, the introduction to Merlin in the Land of Myth, Time for Magic, da-da. So do you have anything like that you would like to try and go through our here?
Probably let me try a baritone version of Nothing Beats a Jet to Holiday.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. So do it again properly. I'm not going to interrupt and laugh again. One more time.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Is this that? No, you got to say the whole thing. You got to give the whole thing. I'll give you the script.
I don't think I have.
We'll give you the script. We'll give you the script.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday. And right now you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Okay. We're going to try that again. This is now, we're learning now, right? So slow down. Not that I'm a coach, but so if you're even trying to like imitate the voice actress who does this, nothing beats a jet to holiday, right? So don't just read a monotone, like play with it, play with the melodies, go up, go down. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what makes it more cool. You can have the deep voice, but like play with it.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
That's the monotone. Nothing. Yeah.
Beats a jet to holiday.
You're doing jet to holiday. I want jet to holiday.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Jet.
Yeah.
Jet to holiday.
Jet to holiday.
Yeah. Okay, so try again.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
That's better. Right, now make it smooth, not staccato. Okay. So it's like, because you're paying attention to different things I've said to you. You've done jet to holiday, but I want to do more smooth. Jet to holiday.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
That's better. right? So from the top,
nothing beats a jet to holiday.
it's not nothing. It's nothing. So don't, as in like you're doing the good, you're doing the good things, right?
Okay.
But I don't want you to focus too much.
Okay.
To be fair, this is like I'm putting this onto you real quick, real fast. So it's a bit forced, a bit rushed. So you do still want it to be smooth. Nothing beats a jet to holiday, right? But you're doing nothing beats. No. You got it. Get the right. You get the right note.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
No, you're going back to defaults. Come on.
Nothing beats a jet to
Nothing.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Nah, you ended the jet to holiday too.
How did I put myself in this trouble?
You said you wanted to try voice acting. All right. Okay, you ready?
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
More passion. You're seducing the microphone. You're seducing the audience. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. Right? Play with it. Be smooth. Be melodic. Go up, go down.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Jet to holiday.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Okay, we'll get there. But you're picking up. You're picking up. Do you sing? Can you sing?
No.
Not at all.
Lip sync, yeah.
Can you hum?
Not at all.
Can you hum?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do.
I'm lost.
So that's nothing beats a jet to holiday. But I want you to like usually if I want to try something, I usually hum it first. You're saying the line still, nothing beats a jet to holiday, but no hum. That was not that. That's nothing, right? I find like humming is easier than singing or speaking sometimes. So it'd be like, yeah.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Okay. And right now,
right now you can save £50 per person.
Okay, I like that. I like the twist to it. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Okay. Right, this is now just a generic speech thing because when you end sentences, especially if you got a deep voice like this, right? You can do it like this, as in like you go down at the end of a sentence to make it more dramatic. Do you know what I mean? This is a general speech thing. So when you finish it with that's £200 off a family of 4, right? That's something to try. So not family of 4, family of 4. Do you know what I mean? Slow down the sound, slow down the air as you finish the sentence. Almost go down to vocal fry at the end of it.
Okay.
So that's £200 off for a family of 4.
That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Okay, yeah. 4. Yeah. Do you know how to do a vocal fry?
What was that?
So it's just like when you slow down the air in your mouth.
God.
So start on like, so you're going,
Yeah.
Yes, that's a vocal fry. And usually like it's fun to play with it, especially for men. Apparently when women do it, it sounds annoying. Like you sound like a Kim Kardashian person. But apparently in men, it sounds dope. So at the end of a sentence, just like end it with a little bit of a fry.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Yeah.
And right now you can save £50 per person. That's £200 for a family of 4.
That's £200 for a family of 4.
That's £200 for a family of 4.
I have to do this exercise. I'll come up with this exercise. Like whatever you say, the next syllable has to be a different note. So it can never be monotone. I'll try that. I think that might be a cool exercise. So nothing beats a jet to holiday. That kind of yo-yoing effect to get used to the fact that everything's like a melody. Okay, we'll do it one more time and move on, yeah?
Don't worry.
Yeah?
Nothing beats a jet to holiday. And that's £200 per person. No, I got it wrong.
So like when you're doing it, there are some things you want to really emphasize. So that's £200 off for a family of 4. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. So like when it's like something you really want to emphasize, sometimes your voice goes high, right? So it makes it more interesting. Just the melody makes the words more interesting. Moving on from that,
Mhm.
do you have any kind of like prose that you just like going through, or like reading maybe, like a biblical quote, biblical verse, or like a speech that you've seen someone do before that you might want to try?
To be in a safe space, I'll say anything that I chance upon, because as of now I can't think of.
Yeah, I think that's something.
Yeah, reading something. I mean, it could be anything, or me mimicking somebody.
I want something that you're comfortable or you're familiar with. How about song lyrics, do you think? Do you have maybe some song lyrics that you really like?
Yeah, it would have to be country.
Okay.
Country. Yeah.
Since you mentioned Jimmy Reeves before, that's so crazy.
We thank thee for the that sort of thing.
That's crazy. Like, every time I come across someone who loves Jimmy Reeves, I'm like, how do you know about him? Because the only person, I mean, when I was growing up, my father loved Jimmy Reeves. He's passed away now, both of them at this point. So it's like every time I get, because like, that's so interesting. Jimmy Reeves, what are you doing with Jimmy Reeves? How old are you? Sorry, that's so random.
I'm in my silver jubilee, so 25.
You're 25.
Yeah,
and you know about Jimmy
month.
Reeves. That's crazy.
I mean, it depends on the space that you're in. When I was young, I was not introduced to phones.
Yeah.
I was introduced to radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and my granny is a gang, so she listens to a gang broadcasted radio station, and GBC, which is Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, the major one, and Unique FM. So Unique every night, the Mondays to Friday, from 7 p.m. To 8, the country songs. So that's how it started.
I see.
And then I thought every cool song was a country song. So like Bryan Adams, Michael Bolton. Yeah. So as time passed by, my uncle started, bringing in songs like that on my desktop. Yeah.
I see.
That's how the whole Jim Reeves thing. And it's a popular song when you walk through the markets of Accra.
Interesting.
They play the songs, yeah.
Fair enough. Which one of his songs do you think has the coolest lyrics?
It would have to be with Thank Thee or Across the Bridge or...
the first two standards of this, I want you to read it slowly with intention and focus as though you're trying to tell us a story. Like, these are your lyrics, these are your own words.
Okay.
Go on.
I have lived a life of sin in this world. You think it's flat?
You're fast. So when you can, there are moments where it's like you want us to hang on certain words. I have lived a life of sin. Right? That is already breaking. There's no comma here, but you can immediately like place a comma there. Because that sin word here, I have lived a life of sin. That's the end of a clause in a way. Right? So if you take your time, slow down, pause as many times as you want to emphasize certain words. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I try not to interrupt you so much.
Don't worry, then.
Right, go on.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I've done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked a beggar along the way if he could tell me where to stay.
You're almost singing it. I can hear it.
Should I?
No. As in, when I say you're singing the song, I mean to say you're reading it as though you're singing it. So I can hear it because I know the song. I can hear when you're doing. I can hear when you're doing the almost melody. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. Like, forget the melody completely. Read it as though you've never heard it before.
Okay. I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked the beggar along the way if he could tell me where to stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true. Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and you'll never be unhappy again.
Let me take a try. I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked the beggar along the way if he could tell me where to stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true. And here's like a response. Across the bridge, there is no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there is no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and you'll never be unhappy again. Take your time with it.
I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked the beggar where I could stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true. I mean, across the bridge, there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and you'll never be unhappy again.
One more time, but slower. With more, like literally hang on each word. When I mean to say hang on each word. Almost when it's painfully slow. That's
Okay.
how I want to speak, right? There's no rush. You are like, this will take even less than a minute to speak, to say it. So take your time.
I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked the beggar along the way if he could tell me where to stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true. I have lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked the beggar along the way if he could tell me where to stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true.
That was good. That was good. I think you even did that. You added your own color to it. It sounded very reflective, very ancient, as though you've come to the end of your life to see like, oh damn, I have really lived a life. That was good. That's good. Thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah. Speaking about voice actors, I think David Attenborough or narrators, when I'm watching documentaries, you know, it's more of like God talking to you. Yeah, that's the vibe it gives.
Right.
So that's one reason why I'm interested.
Cool. Right. We'll come to your prompt. I almost forgot about it. And then we're done. Let me
You should have forgotten.
Saltwater wells in my eyes. You're going to read what you've written and perform it properly, or read it properly. Don't just read it. Hold on. Yeah. You had a lot of time. You were like, I don't need more time. So this better bang. Mr. Poet, voice actor, spoken word artist.
There's a lot going on in my mind. Hard to leave them behind. Fisherman son trying my best to reel you in with his lines. You prickle this immortal human being with your thorny vines. See, some call me a son of a beach for chasing someone in search of a man who is rich. And when I watch everything that I have built go up in flames, salt water wells in my eyes.
Brilliant. One more time.
So this prompt is salt water wells in my eyes. There's a lot going on in my mind. Hard to leave them behind. Fisherman son trying my best to reel you in with these lines. You prickle this immortal human being with your thorny vines. See, some call me a son of a beach for chasing someone in search of a man who is rich. And when I watch everything that I have built go up in flames, salt water wells in my eyes. My eyes is a deep hollow oasis, and who knows what time it would be closing. I think that's where I stopped.
No, I liked it. Yeah. I liked it when you stopped with salt water wells in my eyes. I didn't know there was more. I liked it. I like it.
Okay, then let me do to that part.
Yeah.
There was a reason for that.
Was it this something cool? Fisherman son trying to reel you in with his lines. Hey, metaphor. Anyways. Okay, one final time. Slow, deliberate. You're doing well, Brandon, by the way.
Thank you. We hardly get this in Ghana when you're doing well.
Oh.
Yeah, I compliment. Yeah.
Hang a second. Eh? Another one.
Wait, are you Ghanaian or are you Nigerian?
Yeah. Sorry. right, come on, read the thing now.
Saltwater wells in my eyes. There's a lot going on in my mind. Hard to leave them behind. Fisherman's son trying my best to reel you in with his lines. Yet you prickle this immortal human being with your thorny vines. See, some call me a son of a beach for chasing someone in search of a man who is rich. And when I watch everything that I have built go up in flames, my dear, saltwater wells in my eyes.
I think I was able to pick up a few lines of what you said, and the metaphors were pretty cool. Like when you said a fisherman's son trying to reel you in with his lines. That's like you're a poet trying to reel us in with his lines, his words, but then you're also a fisherman's son trying to reel you in with his lines, his fishing line. What's that poem about?
So I'd say this falls under a heartbroken piece or genre or a heartbroken poem where people tell you that there are plenty of fishes in the sea, so if you lose one, you can still get another. I'm not trying to say your partner is a fish, but you can still find another person in this world. So that's why you have the fisherman line where I said the fisherman's son trying to reel you in with my lines because I'm trying to woo a person or a woman. And unfortunately, it turns out that I am an immortal person. I mean, you cannot break me. But it's very ironic that this woman breaks this immortal human being with her vines. Like she prickles me. It hurts. It's very painful. Yeah, so through all of this pain that I put in, through all of this pain, the efforts, obviously I'm going to be in tears. So instead of saying I tear up or I cry, or I shed tears, saltwater wells in my eyes. Yeah.
Thank you. That line comes from a song that I used to sing in primary school. It's like, we are a rock revolving around the golden sun, and 10,000 children, 10,000 billion children rolled into one, or something like that. It comes from a song basically, and it's called Saltwater Wells in My Eyes. And I think it only took me a few months after that to realize, like, oh, tears in the person's eyes, saltwater wells in my eyes. Thank you very much, BeYunnus.
You're welcome.
I appreciate this. It was a fun exercise. It was fun for me. I haven't tried this before, but looks like I might do it again. Who knows? Maybe next time I'll make you pay.
Yeah.
I'm broke, cool, guys.
Premium.
Send me money. Anyways, all right. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yes, well.
All right, guys, tune into the next episode. I don't know who I'm going to have next. Probably another voice actor person. Michaela from the event, if you remember her. She's also going to be coming soon. So,
When?
Monday night. That's tomorrow night. I need to sleep. Right. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you later.
All right.
Stay alive.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.